Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Bailey.
And I'm Grace Shook.
And as part of our Food as Communication class, we interviewed Longwood professor Dr. Ryan Stouffer to learn about his food story and why food and what food is important to him. So Dr. Ryan Stouffer is from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so he is a proud Yooper. And his parents grew produce on a large farm, and his mother still grows produce on a smaller scale today. His father owned a restaurant, and because he grew up with fresh ingredients and vegetables, he prefers that and locally grown items over store-bought vegetables. So because of his affinity for fresh food, we decided to make pizza. We made two pizzas. On the left, we made a pesto pizza with prosciutto, parmesan, and peppers. And then on the right, we made a homemade tomato sauce, mozzarella, parmesan, homegrown arugula, and red onion pizza with balsamic dressing. We also made an asparagus salad, and Grace will go over that a little bit later. So pizza is also significant to his family, in addition to him enjoying growing food and having a humongous garden. His family makes pizzas on Christmas, so it's a special time for them to get together and spend time making food and kind of just talking about life. In addition, pizza is delicious, and he had all of the homegrown ingredients we needed to make everything from scratch except for cheese, and we just wanted to make that. So this is his mother's recipe book. It starts with some of their most important recipes. Here you'll see the recipe for the pizza dough that we used. And it's really interesting because one of the most recent additions to the recipe book is Dr. Stouffer's daughter's favorite cookies.
As a side dish, we made an asparagus salad. It was really cool because we got to pick fresh asparagus from Dr. Stouffer's garden. And it was probably the biggest asparagus I've ever seen in my life, but it was really good. And in the salad, we had fresh arugula, lemon juice, shredded parmesan, and all the flavors really came together. And then here's a picture of the pizza we made to the left, and on the right is Dr. Stouffer's garden. And then here are a few more pictures of our pizza. His garden was incredible. We loved how everything was fresh and you knew where it was coming from. He has an electric fence which keeps all the animals away, especially bears. He has a problem with that. As you can tell, he puts a lot of time and effort into his garden, and everything was so green. And he grows fresh asparagus, peppers, apples, and fresh arugula.
So the deer are the reason, and a bear.
Oh, that's right.
Last spring, so I built this. There used to be 3 T-posts, like.
Next is the meaning to us. Cooking pizza all together was more than just making a meal for me. This experience for me was about sharing laughs, creating memories, and enjoying each other's company. It symbolizes collaboration and creativity, and the joy of sharing something homemade with someone is very special.
So I agree with Grace. I really enjoyed cooking with Dr. Stouffer and his family. I thought the whole experience was really cool. We walked through his garden. We actually harvested all the ingredients we used, except for the tomatoes. He already had those. But we harvested our own veggies like the asparagus and the arugula, and we got some lettuce as well. And I learned how asparagus grows, which is directly up out of the ground. Very strange. Finally, I really enjoyed joining Stouffer's family and connecting on a more personal level. You don't really get to meet your professor's family that often, or cook with them for that matter. So coming into his house and using food from his garden, I thought was really impactful, and just the hospitality that his family showed us. Lastly, I always thought of traditions to begin generations back in your family and just kind of be something you've always done. And while Stouffer's pizza dough recipe was in his mother's cookbook, Stouffer kind of started the pizza tradition with his own family. And I think that kind of reminds you that you can literally make your own traditions. You can end traditions and you can start new ones. And I think, especially with food and how as food kind of spread, or more food from different places kind of spreads throughout the United States and globally, I think it's really important to expand how you're consuming food.
And then our overall experience, I thought it was so incredible. Making homemade pizza with Dr. Stouffer and getting to visit his home and garden was such a unique experience. And it was such a great opportunity. It not only deepened our understanding about Dr. Stouffer, but it also strengthened our bond with making a homemade meal. It's moments like these that make learning feel truly personal, and I really enjoyed getting to meet Dr. Stouffer's wife and spending time with his daughter, and it was just a really good experience.
Thank you.
Thanks.